You tell me when we're on. You do.
Annie and I, hi guys.
Hi everyone, how are ya? Happy Thanksgiving. Oh boy, we're getting ready for the holiday. We're gonna eat.
He doesn't know yet, but we're building our audience. So we're just gonna give everyone a few minutes to join us live. Annie's gonna start off videoing us. Annie Stefano, isn't she beautiful?
Thank you.
And Frank Sr., also known as Pop-Up, will be facilitating with myself. So we're gonna just kind of get started here in a minute.
Got it behind us.
Okay.
All right.
Is it building?
It's building. Aww. So cute.
So, just for the few people who are already live with us, this just came out of the garden. Frank Sr. just went and picked all this beautiful beets and carrots and this foliage that I used for our platters that we're gonna show you how to display your ham and turkey on. But I mean, are these insanely beautiful?
Incredible.
And they have to be washed, but I mean, look how huge this is.
Well, the neat thing about the garden that we have here is everything has been organic. Absolutely no pesticides, no fertilizer has been used for probably at least 6 or 7 years. We have raised beds in the backyard. Can't grow quite enough to satisfy all the needs at the restaurant. One thing in particular that we do grow enough of would be our kale. We have some around here somewhere. Well, you know what? We'll have to get back to you on the kale.
We use it in our floral arrangement, maybe.
Maybe. He's off to get some kale.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys one easy trick to make your holiday platter look really pretty. And that's these little orange flowers or stars. So you just get a regular orange and this is a little bit larger than a paring knife. And we're just gonna go and make a little stab in the orange. And then we're gonna go the other direction, making a triangle of sort. And then we're just gonna keep going around, making triangles. And you're just you wanna go like halfway into the orange. And you just keep going around. And this is just a fun way to make something look really extra pretty with little effort. So you just go all the way around the orange. And you could do this with other fruit too, but orange, I think, especially contrasting the food, is extra pretty. So we're almost all the way around. Let's see. Don't go as fast as me because I don't want you to cut yourself. Okay, we're halfway through and we just pull it open and we get this nice pretty flower. And then you just pop it on your display and voila.
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 And as promised, the infamous kale out of the garden. So if you come to Stefano's restaurant, you order the Kiwan salad, the kale salad. Probably 90 to 95% of the kale that we use at the store comes out of our garden here. It's fresh every day. It's kind of cool. If you plant it, now's the time to plant it. Buy it at the nursery, put it in the ground now, and it really will last you most of the year.
Awesome.
All right, so we're gonna get started with the holiday feast. We decided we were just gonna order ourselves under a secret name a holiday feast to take home today to show you how it will come to you exactly like this. So I ordered a holiday feast with a turkey breast and I added on a small half ham on the bone. So, and an extra dozen rolls because we like to be carb heavy in the Stefano Devoto house. So we're gonna just open the bags and show you exactly how it will come to you and how easy it is to prepare. So I have 2 dozen rolls and I got one of each kind because that's just
Because we like one of each kind.
how I am. So that's the first items.
And it looks like this is our turkey gravy. So the turkey gravy will come in a container like this. This is 32 ounces. You can reheat this a couple different ways. One is, of course, you can zap it. I don't recommend that. I would recommend that you pour it into a small vessel, a small pot, and reheat it on the stovetop. Nice and slow. Bring it to not a boil. You want it to smoke a little bit. That'll give you the best flavor. So that's what I would do with the gravy.
Okay, and then we have cranberry sauce,
Yummy.
which is vital for our turkey Thanksgiving holiday feast, and the beautiful half ham. So we all know how bags now cost, like, I don't know, money in the grocery store. So keep these bags. They're handy. Bring it with you to the grocery store.
Now, the neat thing about buying something like this where you are taking it home and it's all prepared, especially something like the cranberry sauce, is you get to taste it. And this is one of my favorite things. So the cranberry sauce is, we use whole berry cranberries, then we mix marmalade in with it. I'm not sure what the ratio is, but it's really, really good. And then, of course, you want to take and make it look pretty. I'm not real good at making things look pretty. But, and of course, I wouldn't use the same spoon. But actually, for my family, I probably would. I'd just stick the spoon in there. But anyway, just put it into something that looks nice and you're good to go. And your cranberry is done.
Ooh-wee.
What else we got?
So we have glazed yams.
Put that
So
away.
all of these containers that our side dishes come in can go straight into the oven or the microwave. We spend extra money on these coated aluminum pans. They're coated so that they can go straight into the oven or the microwave. You're literally going to take the lid off and you're going to cover it with foil and put it in the oven.
Now, I know Alana said this, microwavable and oven proof. However, the lids are not either. So we take the lids off per her instructions. We cover it nice and tightly with foil. And then we're going to put this in the oven. What temperature and for how long?
I set the oven to 325 and we're gonna put them in for about 45 minutes. Now we have let this bag sit on the counter for about an hour and a half maybe, because the key to a wonderful Thanksgiving is one, that you come to Stefano's and buy it, the food from us. And two, you bring the food to room temperature. Everything is fully cooked. So all we're doing is warming the food. We're not cooking it. So bringing it to room temperature helps so that the food's not so cold going into the oven that it takes a really long time, which in a lot of cases will dry it out. So we want you to bring it out to room temperature so that it's nice and loose going into the oven, and then it's just gonna warm up rather than dry out. So that's the key, room temperature.
Well, it is the key. Of course, I would add one thing to that, in that as you're starting out, no matter what the time of the day is, so let's assume we're going to get started sometime around 11 o'clock preparing things. We finally got up, we're awake. I would start off with something to cleanse the palate, which would be a Prosecco or a Champagne, some kind of sparkling white wine. This one happens to be a Prosecco called La Marca, and of course we use a nice champagne glass. And if we want to really make it look pretty when we have people coming over, a strawberry really works well in the glass. Cut it in half, it looks really nice. Also, by adding fruit to it, you'll increase the bubblies. They'll come up a lot faster and look really, really pretty. So, you know, start out with something to make yourself feel good.
Okay, so we have our green bean almondine, which is one of the side dishes, that come with the holiday feast. This is just French cut green beans with sliced almonds, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of garlic, and salt and pepper. Really nice and clean, super delicious. These are glazed yams with butter, brown sugar, cinnamon. We have our mashed potatoes. So all these dishes are gonna go straight into the oven or the microwave. We're just covering them. And we're gonna, one by one, go into the oven.
You got to put these in
Yep,
now? Or
all in the oven.
all in the oven. Take direction well.
Oh, the oven's hot. I don't know if he knew
Yes,
that.
it is. It's a real oven.
One more. Last one. Okay, so we have our superstars now. The golden baked ham and the oven roasted turkey breast. So the wonderful thing about our ham and turkey is that it's fully cooked. It's extremely moist. As you can see, there's all this beautiful juice in there.
Now, this
And-
particular container is neither oven proof nor is it microwavable. Is that correct? Or
It's microwavable.
It is microwavable, but it's not oven proof.
Right.
Okay.
But you don't have to do any of that to it because it's ready to serve. So what we want you to do is we want you to just serve it at room temperature. So this platter here I've put together for the turkey. And this platter has our ham rack on it. And those are really handy. We're going to show you how the ham sits on there really easily.
So this is a Stefano's Golden Baked Ham. This one happens to be a little over 9 pounds. It's a good sized ham. Now the neat thing about, a turkey breast, people will ask us, how much of anything, whether it be a ham, a turkey, or a whole bone-in turkey. The neat thing about a turkey breast is it's 100% yield. So there's no bone. The meat is complete. There's no waste on it. So you like to figure a quarter to a half a pound per person on anything. And if you're combining the ham and the turkey, just do the math and you can figure out how much you'll need. And you definitely want to have leftovers on everything.
So the kale that Frank brought in from the garden, I went ahead and put down because the turkey has a lot of juice, which we want on there. And I'm just going to place the turkey breast on here, and I'm just going to kind of like fan it out. I'm going to save a little bit because we're going to make sandwiches, obviously. And then I'm just going to pour a little bit of this juice on here. And that kale is going to help kind of keep some of that in. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to serve this with really hot gravy. But the key to this wonderful Thanksgiving dinner is that, one, you buy this turkey breast from Stefano's or else it's not going to be as delicious. And two, you serve it room temperature. So this can just sit out while our side dishes are in the oven and get to room temperature. And then we're going to serve it with really hot, delicious gravy from Stefano's.
Well, and one other thing, while you're waiting for this to get to room temperature, we've already had a sparkling white wine, whether it be a Prosecco or a champagne style. So now we're getting ready for the actual dinner. And what I would recommend for a turkey in particular, not necessarily this one, I would recommend a Pinot Noir. Pinot is a little bit lighter. Some of the best Pinots are going to come from the Central Coast, from Napa Valley, and from Oregon. This one happens to be from one called Patson Hall. It's a really good Pinot. The Pinot is extremely universal. It'll go with the turkey, it'll go with a steak, it'll go with fish. It goes with a lot of things. The next question, of course, is what do I serve with the ham? This happens to be a sparkling red wine. We have one at the store called Rosatelli. This one is called Stella Rosa. It's rather sweet. So the sweetness of the wine works with the little bit of saltiness that we have in our ham. Now our hams are not real salty. They run substantially less in sodium than anything that's out there on the quality side. But there is a little bit of salt in the ham. You want to offset that with some sweetness of the wine. And that is to be served cold. That's chilled.
Did you know that we're giving away a holiday dinner?
You're giving away a dinner?
What?
Giving away a dinner. So while you guys are watching, the code to win a holiday dinner is two things that we've mentioned. What do you think they are?
Drink. No. Shop at Stefano's first.
You have to come to
You have to come-
Stefano's,
yeah, you have
right? I mean, especially if you want the free dinner, you're gonna have to come in to Stefano's. We're not gonna deliver it to you. You have to come pick it up at either Yorba Linda or Laguna Hills.
And the second thing is bring to room temperature. We cannot emphasize that enough. It makes your life a whole lot easier and your food a lot better.
So easy. It's so easy and it's so delicious. So if you could comment below the 2 things that are sure to make your Thanksgiving amazing, shopping at Stefano's and bringing to room temperature, you're going to be entered to win a free holiday dinner, which includes turkey or ham and those 6 side dishes, which is pretty incredible, right? So this is our ham here. I'm gonna put it on this beautiful ham rack this way. So the glaze, this is the glaze. And
Well,
a little bit of
I have
juice.
to admit that is a really, really good looking ham, and we didn't plan that. Notice the glaze on it, nice and full, nice and chunky, very delicious. Something I'd like to point out on the Stefano Golden Baked Ham is you see this little, what we call the hole in the middle? That was a big glob of fat. One of the things that sets us apart from anyone else is every single half ham that you get from us, we go in there with a nice knife and we cut that out. You're not paying for fat, you're not eating for fat. We also trim it off the sides before we glaze it. So there's a lot of labor that goes into making this, a labor of love. And you can see it really is a quality product. Guaranteed you're going to enjoy it.
Yes, I was gonna try and show you. If Annie, can you pan right here? See, all this is all sliced, so you don't have to slice it. And I know there's glaze here, so you can't. We don't want to break all that pretty glaze, but this is all sliced. So you just pull it off, you know, or you have a big serving fork, which I have over here. You know, you serve it with a big fork, and you just pull it off.
You know, the other thing,
Dinner time.
Elena, as a suggestion, if you're setting this out as a buffet, pull a couple pieces off like Alana just said. The other thing is to make a couple cuts in it. I'm not going to do it right now. And cut it here and back on this side. And that'll help the meat actually fall off a lot easier. You know, if you're serving it as a buffet at a party.
Now, do they have until a certain time today to put in the 2 things
Yes.
in order to win?
The 2 things being shop at Stefano's, either location, Yorba Linda or Laguna Hills. And then the second thing is what? Room
temperature.
All this beautiful food, it does not need to be cooked. It's already cooked. Our hams are smoked. They're spiral sliced and glazed, and the turkey is oven roasted. This is a breast with no bone in it. And all of this is still available to order today and tomorrow. The last day to pick up is Wednesday. So get your orders in so we know how much to make. But you can enter to win on this video. What do you think? By like 5 o'clock tonight?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so by 5 p.m. is today Monday?
Well, you know, a lot of people
Monday.
are working. Maybe why don't we make it a little
6?
bit later? Because they'll look at it a little bit later on. You give us a call. What time are we closing tonight?
We close at 8.
We close at 8? Yeah.
Okay.
Call the store. So we need 2 numbers that to call the store. The first number is the easiest one, and it's not the Laguna Hills number. I'm going to start first of all with Yorba Linda number, and that is 714-993-4267 or 714-993-HAMS. Then you
I
can.
thought you were going to give your cell phone number out.
No, I'm not going to give up the cell phone number. Well, wait a minute. Who's watching? We'll go from there. Mom will get mad at me. And then we need the telephone number for the Laguna Hills store for all these folks.
Laguna Hills, 949-837-1426. Call us today. Get your orders in. We have plenty for you. We're happy to serve you. Enter to win. All you have to do is comment below with 2 things. Shop at Stefano's. Bring to room temperature. That's all you have to put. And we'll do a drawing and we'll message you on Facebook that you've won. And you just pray, I hope I win. And
Life
we
gets
open-
easy when you shop with us.
Yes.
And you have fun. We make it fun. People say, oh my goodness, there's going to be a line outside. Yes, there will be. But you know what? We have a lot of fun doing it. In fact, I would bet there'll be some old guy walking around with probably some vino, passing out samples tomorrow and Wednesday, just to get everybody in the right spirit. What do you
Yes,
think?
lots of samples, lots of fun. And after the video's done, I'll take a picture of how everything came out and how your holiday feast can look too. So if you have any questions, you can message us under the video or give us a call. Thank you for joining us, and happy
Thanksgiving. We love that you are our guests. Thank you for your business. We mean that sincerely.